Greetings, Ian from R.T.O here. Welcome to another classic album review, and this week we're going back to the 60s, back to the folk rock times, lots of mellow stuff, and we're going to look at the Mamas and Papas today and their debut album, If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears. Of course, Mamas and Papas, very famous group, filmed in Los Angeles, California, and they weren't around too long. 1965 to 1968 they were a defining force in the music scene, and the band, of course, was 3 Americans and 1 Canadian. The Americans were John Phillips, Cass Elliot and Michelle Phillips, and the Canadian in the band was Denny Doherty. Lovely harmonising things, come up with some classic songs. But it all began on this debut album, If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears, and it's the proper cover. And it was released in 1966. Now there's stereo mixes of this come out as well, but this is the original. This is the version I've got. Very popular album, and in 2003 it was ranked number 127 on the Rolling Stones magazine system for the 500 greatest albums of all time, and then it ranked at 112 in the 2012 version of the list. So, of course, on it it's Denny, Cass, John and Michelle doing the singing. John Phillips plays the guitar. Other people that play on this album, we'll forget about these, is P.F. Sloan, who does guitars. Larry Ketch, no, from Bread, he turns up everywhere, he does all the keyboards. Hal Blaine on the drums. Joe Osborne playing bass guitar. And the flute on California Dreamin' is played by Bud Shank. And we've got Peter Pilafane on the electric violin. Now the first track on this album is the great Monday Monday. Great track. I just love the harmonies on this, but especially between Cass and Michelle. Absolutely wonderful, good track. One of my favourite tracks by the Mamas and Papas. Let me go into one of the deeper cut tracks on now. Straight Shooter. I really like this track. It's got some lovely guitar work on this, and then that harmony between the 4 of them is just absolutely wonderful. Great track. Got a Feelin's the next track. Very nice, gentle track. But it's what does the highlight of this is the girls. They're singing on this. It's just fantastic. Cass Elliot, what a singer! What a singer she was. Really good track. Then they do a Beatles cover. I Call You Now. I Call Your Name. Now this was recorded and was on. It was on the second US release, the Beatles' second album, but here in the UK it was a track that was actually on the Long Tall Sally EP from 1964. I love this version of this song. I think Cass does a great version. I love her voice on this. She's got, for someone that's, she was a, I mean, we all knew that she was a stout lady, but she had a voice of an angel, and it's a really great track. Then we have another cover, Do You Wanna Dance, originally done by Bobby Freeman, but the version we always remember is Cliff Richard. But this is not the best version of this song. I think it's probably the weakest track on the album. Then we get Go Where You Wanna Go, one of my favourite tracks by the Mamas and Papas. Again, we got that lovely harmonising They've just sounded great together. Then we get the track that, it doesn't matter how many times you hear this, you still love it, and I love listening to this track. It's the brilliant California Dreamin', one of the best songs of the 1960s. I think this is probably Cass Elliott's finest vocal, along with Michelle. The guys are brilliant on it. It's a fantastic track. Then we get a track written by Jerry Lieber and Phil Spector, the Spanish Harlem. Oh, it's again really nice song. John Phillips, absolutely wonderful on this. Really good. Then we get Somebody Groovy, a song of the 60s. A really good single from this album, led by the harmonies of Michelle and Cass again. Great song, really like that one. One of my favourite songs again. Then we get Hey Girl, love the piano on this, another stunning vocal. One of the deep cut tracks on this album. Then we get You Baby, proper 60s pop song. Wonderful bass line on this. The guys' vocals are brilliant. They complemented each other so well. Really good track. Then we get In the Crowd, which is the last one. It's a recover of a song by Dobie Gray. Another good track. It's as good as the original, but I think Cass and company do a bet. The vocal is really good. So how did it do? Well, the album when it came out received a respective review in the Rolling Stone, in which critic Rob Sheffield remarked, "The Mamas and Papas celebrate all the sin and sleaze of the 60s LA, with folksy harmonies, acoustic guitars, and songs that told inquiring minds way that more than what they wanted to know." So yeah, people liked it. Got to #1 in America on the Billboard. Didn't chart over here, but the single California Dreamin' got to 23 in the charts in '66, and Monday #3. Now, out of the two tracks, I think California Dreamin's the best, so I don't know why it wasn't higher. This album is also included in Robert Dimery's 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die. This is a classic album in my book. 3 great singles, some really good covers, fine singing from everybody. I just adore this album. It's certainly one of them Sunday morning albums for me. So I shall give it an R.T.O ranking of 8 out of 10. Right, that's all for the Right, I'm going to do a bit of plugging now. I am 6 subscribers off 800. So if you're watching this because you're a Mamas and Papas fan and you haven't subscribed, there's plenty of music from all eras. There's something for everyone. There are over 1,000 videos on the channel now, and there's something there for everybody. So if you would like to support me, why not give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, so we can get to that 800 mark. Okay, tomorrow is the last Tuesday of March. Where is the time going this year? So that means it's Ladies' Day. Now tomorrow we've got 2 ladies that sort of have gone down. They've got the similar sort of voice and some of the same sort of things. One is a more established, and one is fast becoming one of the greatest singers in America. The album ranking tomorrow is Country Star Thank You Phone. Shania Twain. So we'll be looking at her albums and ranking them. And tomorrow's retro ranking, now this may shock a lot of people, but when you put the ladies' days together, you look at artists that are doing well, and this lady is one of the best-selling female artists and actress. She's got a famous country singing dad. Her brother and sister are musicians and singers as well, and we're talking about Miley Cyrus. Yes, Miley Cyrus. I think she's got a great voice. I think she's a terrific performer, and as she's getting older, she's becoming a young, wise person, as I say. So we're going to be I've picked my favourite songs by Miley Cyrus. Yes, I have got songs that I like by Miley Cyrus, so that'll be an interesting one. So have a good day, everyone. The sun is out here today. There's not a cloud in the sky, which is nice. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.